My name is Alivia Octaviana Wulandari and I'm here to present about my group material about politeness strategy. What is politeness strategy? Politeness strategies is an important aspect of communication. It is a branch of pragmatics developed by Penelope Brown and Stephen Levinson in 1987. Politeness strategies is the study of how to deliver message with the aim of avoiding actions that can threaten or damage the listener's self-esteem, so that the potential for offensive things to happen can be avoided. Politeness theory works on the assumption that we have two different types of face. The first one is positive face and the second one is negative face. Positive face is an individual's desire to be liked and appreciated by others. Think of this as a person's self-esteem. Negative face is an individual's desires to protect their personal rights, such as their freedom of speech and action. Brown and Levinson stated that politeness strategy can be categorized into 5 types. The first one is positive politeness, the second one is negative politeness, the third one is bold on record, and the fourth one is bold off record, and the last one is inner politeness. And now I want to explain about the first type of politeness strategy, that is positive politeness. Positive politeness, this strategy involves actions that emphasize the similarity or connection between the speaker and the listener. It aims to increase the impression of friendliness by providing compliments or showing attention to listeners' needs, and also to reduce listeners' sense of disappointment. Let me show you 2 examples of positive politeness. The first one is, dang, your long hair looks so pretty. How about getting it styled at the salon? The use of dang signaling closeness or familiarity between speaker and listener. By saying your long hair looks very pretty, the speaker offers a compliment, meeting the face of the positive with the aim of giving an impression of appreciation. The following praise, how about getting it styled at the salon, suggests a collaborative idea rather than a comment, which minimizes coercion. And the second example is, hey buddy, I know you're amazing with computers, and I've seen how quickly you fix technical issues. I'm having trouble with my laptop right now. Would you mind taking a quick look when you have a moment? In this example, the speaker starts by using the utterance through the informal term of address buddy, which creates a friendly atmosphere. Then the speaker uses the strategy of giving praise and recognition by acknowledging the listener's expertise in using computers. It can be seen in the phrase, I know you're amazing with computers, and I've seen how quickly you fix technical issues. Okay, the second one is, the second type of politeness strategy is negative politeness. This strategy is used to avoid infringing on the listener's freedom or opportunity, such as using polite expressions or stating requests in a non-coercive manner. For example, we have 2 examples of negative politeness. The first one is, sorry, if you don't mind, I would like to ask for your help in getting that book. If you can't, that's okay. In this example, the speaker begins the request with the word sorry to show respect. The phrase If you don't mind, reduce pressure on the listener, giving him a chance to decline without feeling bad. Adding "if you can't, that's okay" also creates comfort, indicating that the speaker is not forcing his will. And the second example is, I understand that you might have your own reasons, but it might be good to consider this option. Just a suggestion, of course. The speaker shows empathy by recognizing that the other person may have a different view. The use of the word may be emphasize choice and not compulsion, while the phrase "just a suggestion, of course" above is used to soften the statement and emphasize that it is not a demand, but only an opinion offered. The third type of politeness strategy is bulk of record politeness. This is a strategy where the speaker expresses wish or intentions indirectly. It is often done to maintain harmonious social relations or to avoiding direct responsibility for the intended meaning. This strategy gives the listener the opportunity to interpret the message in their own way. And for the example is the first example, some of the expenses this month are quite heavy. I have to think of a way to cover them. The speaker describes the difficulty without asking for a loan, letting the listener take the initiative if they want to help. And the second example is, I just bought a new perfume, so I feel more confident. Smell is important, right? And the speaker indicates that good smelling is important without directly criticizing the other person. The fourth types of politeness strategy is bulk on record politeness. This is the opposite of record politeness. In this strategy, the speaker conveying message directly and straightforwardly with no attempt at mitigation, generally used in situations where intimacy or urgency doesn't require special forms of politeness. It frequently used in close or personal relationships. For example, please get the book for me. This example directly asks for action from other person without a long introduction or more subtle phrasing. And the second example is, let's go to the movies tonight. This invitation is conveyed in a straightforward manner without any further ado. Okay, the last type of politeness strategy is inner politeness. This type of strategy refers to the internal process and emotional considerations that guide how people choose and implement politeness strategy to protect both their own face and others' face need. For example, where someone needs to express disagreement or a disappointment with someone close to them, they might choose to remain silent to reduce the emotional impact. Okay, now we are moved to the article review. Let's move to the first article. First article entitled "An Analysis of Politeness Strategies in Indonesian English Textbooks." The research found that positive politeness strategies are the most common in Indonesian English textbooks, promoting friendliness, closeness, and positive relationship. Negative politeness strategies are also present, reflecting efforts to respect the listener's autonomy and avoid face-threatening acts. However, bulk on record strategies, direct and unmitigated communication appear the least, indicating that directness is not prioritized in the learning context. And the second article is the realization of politeness strategies in EFL, teacher-students classroom interaction. The study found that positive politeness is the most frequently used strategy by teachers at SMP Semesta Bilingual School, fostering solidarity, closeness, and a supportive learning atmosphere. Negative politeness is employed to respect student autonomy, such as softening comments with please or using indirect pronouns. While bold on record strategies are rare, they are applied when clear instructions are necessary, and bold off record strategies are used for subtle suggestions. These strategies help create an effective classroom environment and maintain positive relationship in EFL learning. The third article is politeness strategy in everyday communication. The main focus of this article is on politeness strategies in English communications. The concept of speaking etiquette is explained in relation to language norms and socio-pragmatic conditions that influence etiquette rules. The article also explores various politeness strategies, such as negative and positive politeness, and how they are used in English communication. Overall, the article highlights the importance of politeness in communication and its role in maintaining social relationships. The fourth article is a pragmatic analysis of politeness strategies of directive expression reflected in Inglourious Basterds movie. This study tries to understand how the characters in the movie use politeness strategies in their directive expressions. By applying Brown and Levinson's politeness strategy theory, the researcher can identify the types of politeness strategy used by the character in the movie, such as bold on record, positive politeness, negative politeness, and bold off record. This analysis helps in understanding how the characters in the movie communicate and how these politeness strategies are reflected in the subtitle translation. And the last article is an analysis of politeness strategies used by Claire Peterson in the Boy Next Door movie. Analysis of politeness strategy used by Claire Peterson in the Boy Next Door revealed a total of 37 utterances with predominant use of positive politeness strategies, which accounted for 54% of her interactions. Specifically, the most frequently employed strategy was offer and promise, utilized 7 times, or 18.09%, and negative politeness strategies comprise 24% of her utterances, while bold on record strategies made up 18%, and off record strategies were used only 2.7%. The findings indicate that Claire employs these strategies to encourage compliance, satisfy others, and minimize face-threatening acts, ultimately aiming to maintain positive relationship in her daily interactions. Theory focuses on the idea that in social interactions, individuals use various strategies to reduce threats to face or self-esteem or self-image and maintain or restore their positive face. These strategies fall into 5 main categories. The first one is bold on record or direct or no nonsense. And the second one is negative politeness, to respect the listener's space and freedom, and positive politeness, to show closeness and appreciation, and off record a strategy that use indirect or implicit communication, and inner politeness. The choice of strategy by the speaker depends on the evaluation of the social context and degree of risk of losing face in given a situation. Okay, thank you so much. I think that's all from me, and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.